When a wrestling legend leaves this world, fans expect the bright lights, the headlines, and the highlight reels. But sometimes, it's not the roars of the crowd or the belts he held that define his legacy, it's the quiet words of someone who knew him simply as Dad. In the wake of Hulk Hogan's death, the world mourned. But no message hit harder than the stunning, soul-bearing tribute shared by his daughter, Brooke Hogan. It was raw. It was vulnerable. And it opened a window into a relationship far more complicated, and far more beautiful, than the world ever knew. Today, we take you beyond the wrestling ring. Beyond the fame. And into the story of a daughter's final goodbye, to a father the world thought they already understood. Before we dive into Brooke's emotional message, let's take a moment to remember who Hulk Hogan really was. Born Terry Eugene Bollea, Hulk Hogan was more than a wrestling superstar, he was an icon of American pop culture. With his trademark handlebar mustache, bandana, and the unforgettable, "What ya gonna do, brother," catchphrase, he transformed wrestling from a niche sport into a household phenomenon. From the 1980s onward, he headlined 8 WrestleManias, starred in movies, appeared on cereal boxes, and became a symbol of strength, confidence, and all-American pride. But behind the ring ropes and body slams, Hulk was also a man who struggled. In recent years, he underwent numerous surgeries, battled chronic health conditions, and quietly faded from the public spotlight. Then, on July 24, 2025, Hulk Hogan passed away at the age of 71 from a heart attack at his Clearwater, Florida home. The wrestling world mourned. Tributes poured in from stars, fans, and the WWE itself. But one person's voice stood out, not because it was loud, but because it was personal. Most fans remember Brooke Hogan from the early 2000s, the blonde-haired teenager with a dream of becoming a pop star, navigating life under her famous father's shadow. She rose to fame through the reality TV show, Hogan Knows Best, and later had her own spin-off, Brooke Knows Best. But as the cameras stopped rolling, Brooke's life shifted, toward songwriting, family, and healing from the chaos that fame brought. What many didn't know was that in recent years, Brooke had distanced herself from the spotlight, and, reportedly, from her father. Some media outlets even claimed the two were estranged at the time of his passing. Fans speculated about bad blood, broken relationships, and unfinished conversations. But then, Brooke spoke. And everything changed. On July 29, just 5 days after her father's death, Brooke Hogan broke her silence with a stunning tribute on Instagram. No fancy edits. No PR spin. Just words. From the heart. She wrote. I didn't lose Hulk Hogan. I lost Dad. My protector. My teacher. My home. She went on to explain that a part of her soul left when her father passed, that their connection wasn't rooted in fame or family photos, but in something deeper. Something spiritual. His blood runs through my veins. His eyes shine through my children. And even when we weren't speaking, I felt his presence with me. The post quickly went viral, not because of scandal, but because of truth. She cleared the air on rumors, writing. We didn't have a big fight. We had quiet disagreements. And we loved each other through all of it. Silently. Deeply. And then came the line that truly broke hearts. I never needed to be in the ring with him. I just needed to be his daughter. Fans flooded her page with comments. Some said it was the most human moment they'd ever seen from the Hogan family. Others admitted they cried, not because they were fans of wrestling, but because they understood what it means to grieve complicated love. What many don't know is just how hard the final years were for the Hogan family. Brooke revealed that she and her husband, former hockey player Stephen Alexi, moved closer to Florida in recent years to support her father through over 24 surgeries. Hip replacements. Back procedures. And even cancer treatments, including a private battle with chronic leukemia, which the public only learned about after his passing. But at some point, things changed. Brooke said that her father began pulling away. That he didn't want her at his surgeries. That a wall seemed to go up between them, and she didn't know why. Rather than cause conflict, she said, she chose to step back quietly to protect her heart and her peace. But even in that distance, their bond never broke. I never stopped praying for him. I never stopped loving him. And I never stopped being his daughter. Brooke's tribute also revealed something deeply intimate, a detail that made her father's memory feel eternal. She shared that she had recently given birth to twin girls, and that one of them was named Molly Jean, giving her baby the middle name, Gene, in honor of Hulk Hogan, whose real name was Terry Gene Bollea. She wrote, "There are moments when I hold her, and she smells like him. It's like he's here. Watching us. Smiling." This wasn't just a goodbye. It was a passing of legacy, from father to daughter, and from daughter to child. Brooke even said her daughter smiles just like Hulk, with that same goofy grin fans came to love over decades. In the days after Hulk's death, the WWE paid tribute across multiple platforms, including Monday Night Raw and SmackDown. Superstars honored him with classic match replays, a moment of silence, and personal stories about the Hulkster's impact on the industry. But fans noticed something strange: Brooke wasn't there. Her brother, Nick Hogan, attended. But Brooke was noticeably absent. Criticism online was swift. Some accused her of skipping the tribute. Others resurfaced old family drama. But Brooke quickly shut it down. She posted, "To everyone asking why I wasn't at the WWE tribute, I wasn't invited." The WWE has not publicly responded to her statement, but the tension between the company and Brooke has once again brought to light the often messy aftermath of celebrity loss. Fans rushed to defend her, saying, "Grief is private. She owes no one a public performance." Brooke ended her tribute with a poetic goodbye. "Dad. I'll always be your little girl. The world knew you as Hulk Hogan. But I knew you as the man who built Barbie dream houses with me. The man who tucked me in. The man who gave the best hugs in the world. And even though you're gone, I will carry your love, your smile, and your spirit into every single day." She signed off with a phrase only someone from wrestling's golden era would know. "For life after life." A nod to her dad's famous catchphrase, "For life," used during his NWO days, now reimagined as a tribute from this world into the next. In the end, Brooke Hogan's tribute wasn't just a goodbye to a famous wrestler. It was the healing release of a daughter who lived her entire life in the shadow of fame, and who finally found the words to say what so many struggle to express. That love doesn't have to be perfect to be real. That even in pain, there is peace. That legacies aren't measured in championship belts or pay-per-view buys, but in the stories we tell, the names we carry forward, and the memories we refuse to let die. Rest in peace, Terry Hulk Hogan Bollea. And thank you, Brooke, for reminding us of the man behind the legend. What did you think of Brooke Hogan's tribute? Did it change the way you saw Hulk Hogan? Did it move you the way it moved so many others?